Hello and welcome, my Virgo friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching my full moon reading. This is going to be a general love reading for the Sturgeon full moon. The full moon is in Aquarius, so it's going to feel lighter than previous full moons. Aquarius being a zodiac sign of air, we're going to have more buoyancy to the full moon. We're going to feel lighter, however, there's going to be more warmth to this full moon as well, as the sun is in conjunction with Venus and Mars. I know that's a lot of zodiac talk, however, the important piece is that we're going to have a lighter, warmer full moon. The warmth can be from Venus, which is going to be love, and Mars can be conflict. So what we're going to find out is kind of decipher what that warmth is, passion or conflict, and we're going to kind of figure out how to go forward. The deck I'll be using for this reading is The Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dukin and Mark Evans. I'll be ending off the session with an oracle blessing from the Energy Oracle created by Sandra Ann Taylor. Okay, my Virgo friends. Missed a part. Let's see what this full moon has in store for my Virgo friends. What does the Sturgeon full moon have in store for you, Virgo? We're going to start this off by drawing a card that symbolizes the Sturgeon full moon. And that's the Seven of Swords. Sevens are about that challenge yet victory. Swords, truth, and knowledge. The Seven Swords talks about really pushing yourself and trying to get away with more than what you should. Or others trying to pull the wool over your eyes and get away with what they shouldn't. Swords are truth and knowledge, right? So we're really looking at Mars kind of being the most impactful for you, Virgo, which can be both good and bad. The Seven of Swords does talk about trying to really push yourself further than what you should be. This is a group reading, so I will be clustering you guys into 3 different groups. 1, having long-term relationships. 2, having new relationships or multiple prospects for relationships. And then the 3rd, having the desire for a relationship, however not sure where to turn next or doesn't have any prospects. The Seven of Swords talks about trying to get away with too much. So let's look at what obstacles the Sturgeon moon is going to challenge my Virgo friends with. And that's the King of Pentacles. Kings are the most fully developed personality of the suit, and they have the most power, the most responsibility. Pentacles are all about growth and knowledge. This guy is kind of known as the Midas touch. Everything he touches turns to gold. He's able to create more abundance and wealth in his life than he knows what to do with. However, to do so, he can become quite a tyrant in doing it. Micromanaging, really task-focused, and that's not really going to help you very much. In a relationship, when you're looking at it, you don't want to become a tyrant or really focusing and hyper-focusing on things. It's going to really be overwhelming for the other person. So let's look at how we can overcome this taskmaster tyrant in the King of Pentacles and the obstacles that we're going to be faced with. Oh, we have 2 jumpers. The first one is the Page of Cups. Page is that innocent childlike energy that is inquisitive and always wanting to learn. Cups about intuition and emotion. So to try and overcome the tyrant of the king and not trying to get away with too much. We don't want too much of a Mars influence. We don't want this warmth to be conflictual. We want it to be passion and really focusing in on that love aspect. So trying to overcome these two, this childlike innocence, that play aspect will be very important for you, Virgo. The second jumper is the Three of Swords. Threes are all about expression and growth. Swords are about truth and knowledge. How we can overcome these two guys and really get to the heart of a situation and really focus in on that relationship is the play, but it's also releasing this. In a long-term relationship, much is said. Things are said and are not meant. When we're in a relationship, the safest person to lash out on is your partner. When we're also looking at a new relationship or someone who is searching for that relationship, past hurts and failed relationships, they start to build up and we hold them right in our heart. We're going to have to use those skills to overcome that hurt and really embrace her. This innocent child who's very much embraced her intuition. She is rolling with her emotions. It's all good. She can get dirty. She can have fun. That's going to help you overcome some of these really pokey swords and one tyrant of a king. Virgo, I won't lie. The Sturgeon full moon is really embracing and really focusing in on Mars for you. You're going to have to make a very conscious choice to focus in on and embrace Venus rather than Mars, because it can be a very turbulent time for you should you decide that you're going to embrace Mars. Let's look at the outcome. What outcome does the Sturgeon Moon have for my Virgo friends? The shadow side. This is the 15th card in the Major Arcana. It's also known as the Devil card. The Devil card is about releasing something and letting it die for allowing other things to grow. Talks very much about the Three of Swords. Releasing that past pain. You can't hold on to this and expect to grow. So the Sturgeon full moon is really going to push you, my Virgo friends, to create space for that positive relationship. This is a time when you're going to have long-term relationships go through a little bit of a bump where communication is at challenge, lots of past hurts come up, things are said and not meant. People are trying to get away with lots of stuff. So there's lots of very powerful Mars, very conflictual energy. To move forward, so you're able to overcome the pain and the hurts, is to let it go and let it die so that other things can be reborn. Also, to allow things that are not serving you. So if you're looking for a relationship, kind of going through, ensuring you don't get too task mastery on it, but kind of weed out the stuff that isn't working. Allow it to go to the wayside so that you're able to bring in new growth. Ways forward, my Virgo friends, lots of play and fun. Embrace the light and the love, the fun and the play, which is more along the lines of what Venus is rather than Mars, and it will lighten up the full moon for you. Let's look at what your shadow card is, and that's the Page of Swords. Same energy as the cups here, the Page of Cups. That really energetic, enthusiastic drive for knowledge in life. The swords, truth and knowledge. Got a lot of swords in this reading, I won't lie. And that's the one thing about swords is that we know that swords are all about knowledge, not emotion. You only have one emotion cup here, or card. Sorry, there's only one emotion card. This is all truth and knowledge. There is no emotion. We attach emotion to it as emotional beings. Embracing that knowledge, right? Taking the knowledge that you need to know and going forward. Releasing the stuff that doesn't. Allowing death or the shadow side to come in and really purge it for you. Alright, let's look at what blessings of the Sturgeon Moon. What blessings did the Sturgeon Moon have for my Virgo friends? Deceit. Very much in line with the Seven of Swords. It's a blessing and a warning. Be very mindful of what's happening. You have to embrace the Venus energy to diffuse this Mars energy. This will give you warmth because you're going to be in action phase. You do have a lot of pages that are ready to go. They've got lots of energy. You need to be mindful. We are looking at relationships. So we started the month off, or the reading off with the Seven of Swords. Not only can you try and get away with what more than you should, other people can too. This is really important for my Virgo friends who are looking to start a relationship or who have multiple possibilities. There may be one or two of those that are trying to deceive you. Okay? You're going to have to use your intuition. This is going to be very important for you. This is also true for my friends who are trying to find a relationship. So as you're searching through the Sturgeon Moon for that individual, be mindful of the deceit card coming up. It's a warning. The Sturgeon Moon wants you to be careful. Mars is very much the guide for Virgo right now, and we need to be very mindful of that. For those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on the cards. Like I said, this is a group reading. However, the cards were meant for you. I drew them especially for my Virgo friends. What did they say? Everyone has intuition and can gain guidance from the cards. What further information do these cards have? If you want further or personal guidance on this matter or other matters, you may need a private reading. I do have a link below to schedule a private reading with myself to kind of clear up some of this or clear up other matters. I hope that you found this video helpful and that you're able to gain some guidance for the Sturgeon full moon. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching my video. I will continue to create videos for my zodiac friends in the upcoming weeks. If you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment box below. I'm always up for feedback from my friends. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know what I'm going to do next, and you don't want to miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Virgo friends.